Hi everyone! Welcome back to Ananya's Science Mysteries. Today, Ananya is spending her vacation at Grandpa's house. While watering the plants with her cousins, she discovers a fascinating question. How does water travel from the soil all the way up to the leaves? Let's join Ananya as she investigates the amazing journey of water inside a plant. Ananya's Science Mysteries. How do plants drink water? Ananya was thrilled. School was closed for vacation, and she was spending a few wonderful days at her grandparents' house with her cousins. Grandpa had a beautiful garden filled with colorful flowers, fresh vegetables, and tall green trees. One sunny morning, Grandpa called out, "Ananya, come and help me water the plants." Ananya and her cousins happily picked up their watering cans and followed Grandpa into the garden. They carefully poured water onto the soil around the plants. Ananya watched as the water slowly disappeared into the soil. Ananya stopped watering and looked closely at a small flowering plant. She looked at the wet soil. She wondered, "We poured the water onto the soil, but where does it go?" Her cousin replied, "Maybe the plants drink it." Ananya nodded. "I think so too. But how does the plants drink?" She became even more curious. Just then, Ananya's uncle arrived at Grandpa's house. He worked as an agriculture officer and often helped farmers learn about plants, crops, and soil. Ananya quickly ran to him. "Uncle, I have a question." Her uncle smiled. "What is it, Ananya?" She pointed toward the garden. "When we pour water on the soil, how does the water reach the leaves?" Her uncle smiled. "That's a wonderful question. Let's investigate the journey of water inside a plant." Ananya excitedly opened her science notebook. At the top of the page, she wrote, "Ananya's Science Mysteries. How do plants drink water?" Her uncle gently showed Ananya the roots of a small plant. "The journey begins here," he explained. "Plant roots absorb water from the soil." Ananya looked carefully at the tiny roots. "So the roots are the first step?" Her uncle nodded. "Exactly. Roots also absorb minerals dissolved in the soil water." Ananya wrote, "Clue number 1. Roots absorb water from the soil."
Notice how water enters the soil. The roots absorb it and it travels up.
Wow! The water travels all the way, from the soil to the leaves.
Ananya still had a question. "But uncle, how does the water travel upward?" Her uncle took a simple diagram of a plant and showed her the inside of the stem. The diagram zoomed in. Ananya could see tiny tubes running from the roots through the stem toward the leaves. Her uncle explained, "These special tubes are called xylem. Xylem carries water and dissolved minerals from the roots upward through the plant." Ananya's eyes widened. "So plants have tiny water pipes inside them?" Her uncle laughed. "That's a good way to imagine it." Ananya quickly wrote, "Clue number 2. Xylem carries water upward through the plant." Ananya wasn't finished. "But uncle, what makes the water keep moving upward?" Her uncle smiled. "Now you've reached another important part of the mystery." He showed her the underside of a leaf through a magnifying illustration. Tiny openings appeared on the leaf. Leaves have tiny openings called stomata. Some water escapes from the leaves into the air as water vapor. This process is called transpiration. Her uncle continued, "As water leaves the leaves, it helps pull more water upward through the xylem." Ananya's eyes sparkled. "So the leaves help keep the water moving?" "Exactly," her uncle replied. Ananya wanted to see the process herself. Her uncle helped her perform a simple demonstration. They placed a leafy plant stem in a glass of water containing a small amount of safe food coloring. Ananya and her cousins watched patiently. After some time, they noticed the colored water moving upward through the stem. "Look!" Ananya exclaimed. "The colored water is traveling up." Her uncle smiled. This gives us a simple visual clue about how water can move through the plant. Ananya carefully recorded her observation. Clue number 3. Water can travel upward through the xylem. Ananya sat at Grandpa's garden table and drew a colorful diagram in her science notebook. Water in soil. Roots absorb water. Xylem carries water. Water reaches the leaves. Transpiration helps drive water movement. She proudly showed her drawing to her uncle. "Now I understand. When we pour water onto the soil, the roots absorb it. Then the xylem carries the water upward through the plant, and transpiration helps drive the movement of water toward the leaves." Her uncle smiled proudly. "Excellent, Ananya. You solved the mystery by observing, asking questions, and investigating." Grandpa and her cousins applauded. That evening, Ananya sat under a large tree in Grandpa's garden. She looked at the green leaves moving gently in the breeze. She thought about everything her uncle had taught her. Then she noticed the bright sunlight falling on the leaves. A new question popped into her mind. Plants take water from the soil. She looked at the leaves. They also use sunlight. Ananya tilted her head. But how do plants use sunlight to make their own food? Her eyes sparkled with curiosity. She quickly opened her science notebook and wrote, "Ananya's Science Mysteries. How do plants make their food? Earth, sun." Ananya smiled, because every question leads to a new discovery.